Having a great season in college football can sometimes just boil down to how friendly your schedule is. So here are some teams that I think can get off to a hot start thanks to their early schedule. We'll start with Virginia. The Cavaliers, if you look at their schedule, they play Coastal Carolina, host them to start the season. At NC State is the toughest one on here, but then William & Mary, an FCS school, they play Stanford, they play Florida State, a couple of teams that really struggled, and they get to host them as well. So 4 home games in their first 5. Their 1 road game is against a team that finished below 500 last year. They could get off to like a 4-1 or even 5-0 start. Penn State usually has a soft non-conference, and that's no different this year. They have Nevada, FIU, and Villanova all at home, and then they get a bye before they have to play the Ducks, and they get to host the Ducks. So 4 straight home games and a bye before one of their biggest games of the season versus the Ducks, and then UCLA and Northwestern, 2 teams that are likely to be near the bottom of the Big Ten standings. I mean, that's a pretty nice soft start. If they can pull off the win against Oregon, hosting them off of a bye, they'll have a 6-0 start pretty easily. Mississippi State's a team that nobody's really talking about right now, but if you look at their schedule, if they can beat Southern Miss in week 1, they host Arizona State the next game. It's not easy to win on the road, but even if they lose to the Sun Devils, they've got 2 more wins lined up likely against Alcorn State and Northern Illinois, and then they host a Tennessee team that has some quarterback turmoil and some questions of their own. So there's a scenario here where Mississippi State has something break right for them early in the season, and they're off to a really pleasantly surprising start. If they pull off the upset versus ASU, we could see this team ranked in the first 5 weeks of the season. BYU was given a pretty nice runway to start the season. They host Portland State and a bad Stanford team to start the year. They do have a couple road games in there, but one of them's versus a group of 5 opponent in East Carolina, and then Colorado team that is losing a lot of big contributors. They host a West Virginia team that's breaking in a first-year head coach, and then they play at an Arizona team that's also in kind of a weird spot right now. So they could easily get off to a hot start just like they did last season.